On the Davis and Dennis show this week, Tanya Burr makes a Shaky stage debut. Are Dan and Phil a bad influence? And twins react to another pair of twins. Hi guys, and welcome back to the Davis and Dennis show. Yes, after the somewhat unideal upload schedule of last week's show, we're going to upload just one segment a day from Friday to Sunday, rather than just dumping it all at once. We've also simplified our content so it won't take us long to edit. You've just made us sound like that we've given up, Dennis. Well, we have. Well, do you know someone who hasn't given up? The people who are plugging us this week. Yes, our friends at 13th Street Films, of course, because they have a new web series called Summer School. Wow, so cool. Really cool comedy. Really makes me wish we lived in Northern Hemisphere because it's cold right now. Yeah, so if you'd like to watch a great locally made comedy, well, there's a link in the description and in the card above. Wow, that was such a smooth plug, Davis. Well done. Anyway, now it's time for the internet news.
It's the internet news with Davis and Dennis.
First up, we have a story on Tanya Burr, and yikes, fans of her should probably turn away for a minute. Wait, Dennis, what are you doing? Turning away for a minute? I mean, not literally turn away, but just block out their ears or something. Great idea. No, I meant since when have you actually watched Tanya Burr? I can't hear you. I listen to her all the time. Anyway, this week Tanya Burr debuted in her first leading role as Ella in Confidence at the Southwark Playhouse in London to, let's say, somewhat mixed reviews. What do you mean they were mixed? I mean, how else would you put these reviews kindly? Time Out says, YouTube star is out of her league in this 90s revival. And nothing clicks over a torturous hour and 45. What's on stage is somewhat nicer though, suggesting that you wouldn't ask a plumber to apply your makeup, and I'm not sure a makeup artist is any better qualified to be an actress than I am. Pretty harsh. I mean, but she's playing the main character. Surely she's not the worst actor in the ensemble. And you'd be right, according to what's on stage, experienced actor Lace Akpojaro's performance was also uncertain, just like my pronunciation. So at least she's better than some people, like an experienced actor then. Well, apparently he only took over the role a week earlier. So. Do you think that she might not be a great actress after all then? I don't know, but I think that acting might just not be her calling, and that's unfortunate because in an interview with The Standard UK, she revealed that her childhood dream was to be an actress, and this was her first major role after 4 years of acting lessons. Well, I guess that not all childhood dreams are meant to be, even if you try really hard for many, many years. Yep, just like our YouTube careers. Oh, bad! One example of a YouTuber who has done quite well for themselves in their post-YouTube careers, however, is Troye Sivan, and he's just announced something that is blooming good. Could it possibly be a US tour for his upcoming album Bloom? Yes! I'm glad you caught my pun. But does anyone else think he looks like a toddler who's escaped a changing room, run across the street, and has somehow found himself in a flower arranging class? Yeah, I'm sure that's what we're all thinking, Dennis. Meanwhile, in news from the other side of the planet that may or may not be classified as strictly YouTube news, but since they both have YouTube channels, I'm just gonna give this the okay. Tom Fletcher and his wife Giovanna Fletcher have released a book together. Okay, I quite like Giovanna's debut book, but please don't say that this is another parenting guide like Happy Mum, Happy Baby. I mean, can you think of a less desirable genre of book? I would honestly rather read Alfie Daisy's pointless books. Both of them! Very true. But luckily this one is somewhat different, as it's the first of a dystopian trilogy about the first girl to be born in 50 years. At this point, I would like to provide a link to Audible where you can get the book, but since we're so far away from getting any sort of spawn deal right now, then I'm probably going to just provide someone else's code in the description. Next is the return of some Sugar Pine 7 news. Ooh, one of the channels that this channel was inspired by. Yep, I'd like to think that this channel is a really badly executed attempt. It's a great idea. Oh, that was too harsh. Indeed, anyway, over at Sugar Pine 7, the girls are taking over the podcast. In the new podcast, the girls of Shaky 7 have put an end to all the old tangents, talking over each other, vaping, and of course belching. They've replaced all of this with quality content with organised, on-topic and witty dialogue. What the fuck is this? This is feminism taken too far. What's next? Are our girlfriends going to take over the Davis and Dennis show? Good job we don't have girlfriends then. Anyway, our last story is one of blatant plagiarism. Well, not really. Upon noticing the runway success of our Christmas ASMR video, Ricky Dillon obviously thought that he would cash in on our success and make his own ASMR content. Can you believe that? Wow! I don't think that I can look at him in the same way again. What a bastard. I know, right? In his video, my response to the hate, he even has the audacity not to mention our wildly successful video, and claims instead to be inspired by Jeffree Star's ASMR video. Tut, tut, tut. I guess that not all villains wear masks. I don't think that's how that saying goes, but anyway, with the success of these ASMR videos on YouTube, would you guys like to see an ASMR internet news, or would that just be taking it too far? And that was the end of the internet news. Let's head back to the studio. We are in the studio. Do you know what, Davis? I think I could even act better than Tanya Burr. Really? Go ahead then. What? Dennis, act. You haven't given me any directions. See, she isn't so bad after all. Oi. In fact, I really do enjoy her old baking videos with Zoella. The chemistry is something that I think will never match. Anyway, come back tomorrow to see why Dan and Phil might not be the best influence. Wow, controversial. Otherwise, don't forget to like and subscribe and tell us about the news stories that we missed out in the comments below. So every news story that ever happened that mattered. Yep. See you guys tomorrow.